Hi, you YouTubers again. It's me. I wanted to bring you some more information. Last time we spoke, or I brought some information to you, I had asked for some feedback, and I thank you so much for your questions. I thank you for your inquiries and all of that kind of thing. I have to direct you to the website because it can answer a whole lot more questions than I can. I shared with y'all about having the access to a doctor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, wherever you're at, as well as the ability for that doctor to call prescriptions in for you wherever you're at, which for me is just, that's great. It eliminates those unnecessary doctor visits as well as wasting a whole lot of time trying to plan my schedule around when am I going to the doctor, when I get to the doctor. I only get to see them for a few minutes, and I've waited so long in that waiting room. And a lot of times they're just routine visits. It's not to negate the times where you have to go and there's something more serious, but for the times where you know what you need, you just need you need a consultation, and if the doctor can give you a prescription, that's great. With the service that I got, I was sharing with everyone in YouTube. I was sharing with you YouTubers. The service I got a service for $29.95 from MD Health Card, and in that service I get access to a doctor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which is great. I also get some other services for that, as well as something that I didn't share with you. If you saw the other release that I did, what I didn't share is that it actually covers my entire household. So my entire household is for that $29.95 plan. So if I don't have any, but even if I had a child that was in college and something was going on with them, they could call the service and have access to a doctor, and that is just wonderful. I don't know about you guys, but it's great. You have to do a medical history. So it's not just like you're talking to a doctor off the hook, that kind of thing. They have a medical history, and they're looking at it, and they're talking to you, and they're looking at different things and different health things that you may have gone through in the past. So, in that security of that, the doctor and having a consultation, if a prescription is needed, they'll call it in for you. So that was my purpose of bringing this information to you for those of you who are in the same situation I am, don't have any insurance, need to talk to a doctor, can or cannot maybe really afford going to those unnecessary doctor's appointments. And not only that, but how about this? How about you feel so bad, I had a sinus infection. I felt so horrible. I couldn't go see a doctor. I needed relief right then, and I couldn't really wait to go see a doctor. And at the time that this situation happened, it was in the evening. And, I went to the emergency room, went there, waited and waited hours and hours because my situation was not serious enough to really be seen right away. But believe me, they're serious. That hospital, it was serious about getting paid their emergency room fee. Okay, so no matter how many hours I spent there, I still have the extra added aggravation of now I have this enormous bill that I really can't afford to pay, nor do I want to afford to pay it. Who wants to sit in a hospital all night long just to get, a couple of pills for you to be told now you have to go see your doctor, which is, yes, I do, but I don't have the time, or, the office was closed, that kind of thing, just for a prescription for some sinus relief. And anyways, I don't know if any of you run into that situation, but I know while I have been in the emergency room for other people and different situations that have happened, I've seen a lot of unnecessary visits and people bringing on themselves even more of a financial burden, because that's not a inexpensive situation to be in, and it can really do some damage. I really feel for those people who they don't have any insurance, they have to go to the doctor, they don't have a doctor or they don't have a physician because of their financial situation, so they go to the emergency room, which yes, you have to go. You need help. You need medical attention. You go, you wait, you may have your kids with you, that kind of thing. And then now all of a sudden you have this bill that is hundreds of dollars just to see an emergency physician for a few minutes, for them to give you, a little bit of relief until you can actually go see a physician. It's like a Band-Aid on a bad wound, because if you don't pay that bill to the hospital, it can mess you up. It can mess up your credit score. It is going to go on your credit record if you don't pay that money back. That can keep you from having a car. That can keep you from having a home. So say, maybe you're in a situation now that you can't afford to pay that hospital bill, and you let it go, and a couple years down the line, you want to buy a house and you forget about it. Not to mention, you should pay your bills, but if you don't have it to pay, but you needed the medical attention, here you now have this bill, attached to your credit report, which shows you as in a bad credit standing. You won't be able to get a loan for a car. You won't be able to get a loan for a house until you pay that off. So I really was moved when I found this solution, to be able to share it with as many people as I can, because I know there are a lot of people in that situation. I can't imagine the burden of knowing that I don't feel well. I might have some small children. I don't feel well, and because I don't feel well and I can't afford it and I got to take care of my kids, I don't go to the doctor. I may not go to the hospital. So my condition gets worse. Then what am I going to do? If it's something now I may need to be hospitalized, who's going to be with my kids? Who's going to be, and now I have even more of a bigger bill, when really it could have just been something that could have been settled very early on, rather than prolonging it. And kids really feel the effects of some of those things. We need to take better care of ourselves, and it shouldn't have to be an intimidating situation where we won't get medical help or attention because we can't afford it, or because there isn't any kind of solution that, at least if I talk to a doctor, I'll have a little more peace of mind. I just wanted to share all of that with you, and certainly continue to send me your feedback on this, on these, different questions and situations that you might have. And do check out the website, because there may be other solutions for your family that might benefit you. If it helps you, that's great. That was my intention, is to help those of you who need a little help. And I wanted to be a friend to you all out there, and share with you something that I found to really, really benefit myself. And if I can share those benefits with other people, that would be great. Check out this website, www.mdhealthcard.com, and the 800 or the 888 number is 1-888-MD-BE-WELL. So thank you again, and I look forward to speaking with you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.